an awkward question, but let me ask. If someone would offer to buy you, what kind of a price would you put on yourself? And after accepting the suggested price, would you then think, I probably sold out too cheap? Hi, this is Barry Phillips with 10-Minute Torah, day number 5 of the double Torah portion, Bhar, B'chukatai. And we want to finish up with chapter number 27, which in reading seems to be a little awkward. So in chapter number 27, we read about evaluations. Now, that's not the exact word used in Hebrew. It's not even an exact translation, but for the purpose of understanding what's being conveyed here, evaluation of someone is close. And so Yah spoke to Moshe in verse 1, "Speak to the children of Israel and say to them, when a man separates a vow by your evaluation of lives unto Yahweh, when your evaluation is of a male from 20 years up to 60 years old, then your evaluation shall be 50 shekels of silver, according to the shekel of the set-apart place. If it's a female, then your evaluation shall be 30 shekels. And then depending upon the age, younger or older, the monetary values change." There's also a list here of how to settle for property or animals and what a certain piece of property might be evaluated. All of this is an attempt on the presenter's part to make a vow to Yah. For example, I would still be evaluated at 50 shekels. I'm not quite that old yet. So I would make a vow to Yah that I'm going to give the amount of my evaluation as a contribution to the temple or to the service of Yah and His kingdom. And so I would raise that money by some means or come up with that money, and I would make that contribution. That gives me a sense of being evaluated and set apart. One might ask the question, well, what is all of this based on? Well, from the Stone Edition Chumash, I recommend you get a larger version than this for casual reading. This is what I have in my library. In commentary on this, it says, since there is no market that can assess such a value, and no way for human beings to measure it, the Torah assigns the amounts to be paid based not on the health, strength, earning capacity, or commercial value of the subject, but solely on his or her sex. And that's from Rabbi Monk. So it is a predetermined amount that the Torah prescribes based upon male, female, and age. Now, at casual reading, one might say, well, why is a woman, a female, valued less than a male? I don't know. I absolutely do not believe that it is that Yah sees a male as more valuable than a female and therefore would love a male more than a female. I do not see that whatsoever. But there is an understanding here from the teaching of Yeshua in Matthew chapter number 6. And it says in verse 25, because of this I say to you, do not worry about your life, what you shall eat or drink, or about your body, what you should put on. Is not life more than the food, and the body more than clothing? Look at the birds of the heaven, for they neither sow nor reap nor gather in storehouses, yet your heavenly Father does feed them. Are you not worth more than they? How valuable are you? He continues, and which of you by worrying is able to add 1 cubit to his lifespan? And so why do you worry about clothing? Note well the lilies of the field, how they grow, they neither toil nor spin. And I say to you that even Solomon, in all of his esteem, was not dressed like one of these. But if Elohim so clothes the grass of the field, which exists today and tomorrow is thrown into the furnace, how much more you, O you of little belief? Yeshua is encouraging us that Yah cares for us. I can look out the window here in my office and I see birds, I can see squirrels. Sometimes I see a doe and her fawns that evidently live around here and they walk by our home. I've seen a variety of wildlife and they appear well fed. I have fat birds in our vicinity here and fat squirrels. They're not starving to death. Yah is taking care of them. I've not put out food for them. They're eating well. Yah provides, and if he will provide for the wildlife, how much more will he provide for us? I want to end this week's teachings with a note of encouragement. You are more valuable than you realize. It's very easy for those that look for teachers online and for commentators and someone to give insight to them, etc., to elevate, to lift up the ones that they listen to. I appreciate your kind comments and your encouraging words. But in all reality, I'm humanly no different than you. I've had 20-some years of the study of Torah, and I'm simply sharing with you the insights that I've gleaned over the years. But as far as how much the Father loves us, he doesn't love me any less or any more than you. As far as prayers are concerned, Yah is willing to listen to you pray as much as he is I myself. So we are equally valued, if you will, in many respects. Now, our founding fathers wrote words that says that all men are created equal. We are created equal in the respect that we have equality as far as our human abilities or human design, if you will. We're not equally born into circumstance. We're not equally born in talent and ability. There are some inequalities, if you will, that are around us. But no matter what or how you compare to someone else, the Father is fascinated with you, loves you, and Yeshua, our Messiah, did not pay a half price for us. When Messiah died for you, he paid the full, complete, and total price, and he evaluated you higher than market value. He did not redeem us for us to live cheap or casual or insignificantly. Yeshua did not give everything that he had and was and is on our behalf for you and I to have little to no impact, to have no strength, to walk in ill health, to walk in lack, to walk in self-belittlement. A few days ago, in uploading a video, someone made a comment, it seems to be a repeat of yesterday. And I thought they meant, well, you taught something similar to what you said yesterday. Say something different. Until I investigated and realized I had uploaded the same video 2 days in a row by mistake. My initial response was to belittle myself. You big dummy. You should have done better than that. Yeshua didn't die for me as a dummy. He didn't die for you as a dummy. We're not dumb. We make wrong moves. We make errors. But life is important. And the life that Yeshua gave to us is to be filled with joy and hope and life and energy and power and unction and of his character. And may you find that. May the Torah reveal that for you. Be encouraged. You're not junk. You're highly esteemed and favored of Yah. Shabbat shalom to you and to your family, your home, your friends, and your gatherings. We'll see you again next week.